Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so on this week's episode of Bible Time with Allicia time, we're going to be learning about the amazing story of Joseph, and we're going to be seeing how God used all of the misfortunes that happened in Joseph's life in order to lift Joseph's life back up and to make him one of the most powerful rulers in Egypt. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you remember, this is where we left off. In last week's episode, Jacob and his family are now living in Canaan, and they've been staying there for quite a while. Now in this story, next story about Joseph. Joseph was one of Jacob's favorite sons. I can't even talk. Joseph, Jacob's son through Rachel, brought his father a bad report one day about his brothers after tending the flocks with them. Because Joseph had been born to him in his old age, Jacob made the boy a richly ornamented robe. Another reason why Jacob favored Joseph was because Joseph came through Jacob's favorite wife, Rachel, and all of his other sons came through either some of Jacob's servant girls or through Leah, who was not his favorite wife. Look at that, would you? He even gets his own special coat. No doubt which of us is father's favorite. Oh, oops, sorry. Should have been able to see you with that bright robe on. Father's little boy needs to toughen up a bit. Ahem. But one night, God gave Joseph a dream. The next morning, Joseph said, I had a dream that we were binding sheaves of grain. Suddenly, my sheaf stood upright, and your sheaves bowed down to it. So you intend to rule over us? Do you think you will have authority over us? You dream while we work. Fast forward a few days later. Listen, I have another dream I need to tell you about. This time the sun, the moon, and 11 stars were all bowing before me. Would your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow down before you? We told you, Father, all dreams and no work. Though his brothers dismissed him out of jealousy, Jacob pondered what might be the meaning of these dreams. One day, Jacob says, your brothers are grazing our flocks near Shem. Go and see if all is well with them. Well, if it isn't the dreamer, the multicolored peacock in person, here's our opportunity. Let's kill him now and be rid of him. Father will never know. However, one of Joseph's brothers, Reuben, had a different idea. No, not his life. Let's just throw him into the cistern. But Reuben plans to come back later and rescue the boy. But then, a bit later, some Midianite, if I can say that right, some Midianite traders came over. And they said, hey, pull him back out. What will we gain from killing our brother? Let's sell him to these Ishmaelites instead. Why did I say Midianites? Ishmaelites, sorry. 20 shekels, the current market price for a slave. He's all yours. May we never see him again. Farewell, dreamer. May all your dreams come true. Ha ha. Judah, where's the boy? You missed it. We sold the brat. Here's the plan. Their plan is they brought back his coat. We found this. Examine it and see if it belongs to Joseph. Oh no, even talk. My son's robe. Some ferocious beast has torn him to pieces. You still have a heritage of many offspring. No. In mourning will I go down to the grave. Meanwhile, the Midianites sold Joseph to a wealthy Egyptian, Potiphar, who was captain of the Pharaoh's guard. As Joseph worked for him, Potiphar grew even wealthier, and when he put Joseph in charge of his entire household, he prospered even more. However, and Potiphar's wife also took notice. Young man, come and sleep with me, and it will be an experience you will never forget. Your husband has entrusted this household into my care. How could I do such a wicked thing before God? Day after day she pursued Joseph, but he even refused to be near her. But one day, while none of the household servants were inside, she saw her opportunity. Now we can drink our fill of love. Come to bed with me. But he refused. Help! Help! That Hebrew you brought here tried to make sport of me. He left when I screamed for help, but I was able to get his cloak. Now obviously she lied, but she lied because he refused to do what she wanted. Only one place is fit for him now. Take him to the royal dungeon, now. But even in prison, God was with Joseph. I cannot believe the report that brought you here. You care for these in need. You make sure that food is rationed fairly and don't keep any extra for yourself. I appoint you steward of this entire royal prison. You will now report only to me. So that's what the guard said. The Lord gave Joseph success everywhere he went. And Pharaoh is angry at their insolence and commands both his royal baker and his royal cupbearer to the dungeon. Now can you bear to be How can you bear to be in this rotten hole of existence? I have learned to be content wherever I am. It is something my God has taught me. Which God, whichever one is it, he certainly has forgotten about all who live here. That night, they both have certain dreams. Why are you both so downcast today? We both had dreams, and there is no one here from the royal magicians to interpret them. Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me your dreams. Okay, well, the cupbearer says, I saw a vine with 3 branches of grapes. I squeezed the grapes into Pharaoh's cup and gave the cup to Pharaoh. The 3 branches signify 3 days, and 3 days you will be lifted up in the service for Pharaoh. Just remember me to Pharaoh, for I was carried here by force from the land of the Hebrews, and I am in this prison unjustly accused. The baker says, in my dream, 3 basketfuls of bread were on my head. The top basket had all kinds of baked goods, but the birds were eating them out of the basket on my head. The 3 baskets also signify 3 days. However, in 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head by hanging you on a tree, and all the birds will eat away at your flesh. And Joseph's interpretations came true, but the cupbearer did not remember Joseph when he returned to service. However, 2 years later, so 2 years Joseph spent in that prison. 2 years later, Pharaoh had a dream. Bring every magician and wise man into my presence now. I had two dreams. I had 2 dreams last night. Interpret them both for me. In the first dream, I saw 7 healthy, sleek cows grazing among the reeds of the river. But then 7 ugly and gaunt cows came out of the Nile and ate the 7 healthy cows. Then I woke up. In the second dream, I saw 7 healthy herds of grain growing on a single stalk. Then 7 more heads that were scorched by the east wind came, and they swallowed up the 7 healthy heads of grain. So the magicians talk, and they say, Great Pharaoh, none of us know the interpretation of your dreams. They have not been revealed to us, but the dreams were real. Someone has to be able to interpret them, or the gods would have not given them to me. Then the cupbearer says, Today I am reminded of my faults. When I was in prison, the young Hebrew man interpreted my dream and that of the chief baker, and both of them came true. Then bring him to me. I am told that you can interpret dreams. I cannot, but God can give Pharaoh the answer he wishes for. The dreams of Pharaoh are one, and the same God has shown you what he is about to do. So Pharaoh tells Joseph his dreams. The 7 healthy cows represent 7 good years, and the 7 gaunt cows are 7 years of famine that are to follow. Likewise with the 7 ears of grain. Because of this famine, all the abundance in Egypt will be forgotten, and the land will be ravaged. Appoint a wise and discerning man to be over all the land of Egypt. Appoint commissioners over the land to collect the fifth of the harvest over the next 7 years. Over the next 7 good years. Then hold the food in the reserve over the next 7 years, so the people can have enough to survive the famine that is to come. And where else could we find such a man in whom is the spirit of the gods? Since God has revealed this to you, none are as wise and discerning as you. You shall be called Zaphnath-Paneah, and all people of Egypt will submit to you. So now Joseph is almost like the ruler of all Egypt. And we're going to stop it right here because of the length of this video. So I will go ahead and continue this story next week, and we will learn what happens when Joseph is the ruler over almost all of Egypt, and he comes face to face with his brothers. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. And also let me know in the comments down below any specific Bible stories you would like me to read to you, because I would be more than happy to. And as always, have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.